welcome everyone to Ruston, Louisiana, home to the Bulldogs of Louisiana Tech, and the fans are in Joe I.A. Stadium ready to have a good time. And this is the kind of game college football fans love, because they don't have to wait for the weekend for this Conference USA showdown. As we'll see, the Sam Houston Bearcats taking on the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Bearcats will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bulldogs offense will go on the attack first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Got it in the middle. It's Briggs. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. And throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Talk about an offense finding its rhythm early.
It's so nice to find the end zone early, get that confidence going. The defense is showing exactly what you'd expect them to do. Offense taking advantage. Great start for the offense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So Sam Houston State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's talk a little bit about Sam Houston. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. 3-star running back, gave a verbal last week. And getting good talent like this is really what programs at this level need to thrive on.
It's pivotal, Reese. And now you got a big commitment at the running back spot with those 3 stars. And now you start to build a class around him. Get everybody else excited. This is how you build a program.
The give to the fullback. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. There he goes. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He's run out of bounds at the 23 after the big gainer.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
The Bearcats are on the move. On the option. Quick toss. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Makes the grab on the left. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking for the end zone. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And the Bulldogs are in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
Unleashes one. Complete to the left. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
At the 20. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. New Mexico State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Aggie Memorial Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Jacksonville State. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the grab. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bearcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll do it himself. Across the 45. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit, when he's not scared to come up and tackle? A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you can tell, man, he pulls the trigger and makes the tackle for the loss.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. The Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. The early scripts have work trying to add to this 14-7 lead.
Let's go. Right. Single.
The give from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. Taylor wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Riggs.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
Shoots it to the left. Got him downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Bulldogs are rolling down the field.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Gives it to the back on the draw. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. quarterback on the keeper. Breaks into the open.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Tries again to get it in. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
That's the end of the period. It's Louisiana Tech holding the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. He'll keep it himself. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
They'll send out the kicker here. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Set to advance on the play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Hampton. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Caught near the sticks, it's Hampton. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. Oh, he's got some space. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Bearcats lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Trying to keep the drive alive. Inside the 30. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And how about the run play on 4th and 3 to 4? A lot of times you see that's a pass play nowadays. They run the football. They stick to what they do well. They know where the 1st down marker is, and they get the 1st down.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that 1st down.
And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. And this game. It's hard to say just let that thing hit the ground. Your instincts take over, but he would have been better off to let it fall.
No, you're right. And your inclination is to go catch it when the ball's in the air. But nice job. You're not going to get to the quarterback. You're not going to sack him. What do? Get your hands in the air, try to disrupt the throwing lane, and get a tip.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this one.
And the Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo. Taylor wants to throw it. Here's a heat. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Under fire. The throw. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Defense.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Louisiana Tech is really moving the football. pulls it, fires to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. Hauls it in. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Offense in the hurry up.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Wants to throw again. Quarterback just flat and missed it. Incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Yeah, that is a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
And it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Oklahoma. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the option. Now the toss. At the 35, he's open. They believe in this running game, and he's out across the 40 to the 43 before going out of bounds.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Makes a connection. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
To the air on first down. They're working that left side. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Russo. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch, coming up with a big play.
This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. The option look. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Okay,
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. They'll run the option. The pitch. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bearcats! And we've got a shootout.
Defense has to do a better job with their assignment football, trying to slow this option play down. Someone has to account for the dive, the quarterback, and the pitch man. That time they were missing the pitch man outside, and that's why he scored.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it.
Louisiana Tech, 20.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Louisiana Tech has him back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Grabbed in the middle, it's rigged. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Taylor wants to throw. Pressure coming. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Using his legs, it's Warren. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires one high and deep. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they find pay dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul, but I'm trying to put some points up.
Turning it on! He's at the 20. Touchdown, Sam Houston! Better fasten those seatbelts. These offenses are cruising.
And that makes you feel so good as an offense. When you can score late in the first half in a 2-minute type situation, the extra point's going to give you the lead. Makes you feel so much better heading into halftime.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. On the move from inside his 5. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Just enough time to get off one more snap. The inside handoff. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Ruston. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its He could be headed towards a career day.
Louisiana Tech about to kick it off to start this second half. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep them...
There he goes! And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And the Bearcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on first down. They've got the screen set up. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense, but the defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Power football with the run. Got enough for the first. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Might as well give it to him again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Now the toss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal.
42 Spider.
To give to the big fullback. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Bearcats have it in scoring position on first and goal. On the option. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Yeah, no monkey business. First down, come downhill, run the fullback. He gets in the end zone. Let's not make any bones about this. Be physical, run that thing, block those guys up front. Nice job by this offense taking care of business in the red zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 8 over Oklahoma. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Off play action on first down. Here comes the Heat. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Breaks into the open. They stay aggressive and push their way out for the 33, and it's first down.
And this QB has been on top of it. He's made good reads, you could tell, taking care of the football, put up a lot of yards. He's over 350 on the day now.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Got it behind the line. It's Riggs. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Second down coming up. Leaves it with the back. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. And the Bulldogs want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Paul.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Motion from the back. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. On the option. He'll toss it. Find some fresh air. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting Hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
Defense gets it done this time, perhaps taking away a little of that bravado that this quarterback has shown running the ball.
And when you see it, you kind of get accustomed to it. You get used to the speed. You get used to the option and what you want to do to try to defend it and how to mix up the looks. Nice job mixing it up a little bit and getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground.
Right on the money. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down. The Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He'll pull it on the read. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. The Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, it's Lambert. He'll pull it down. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. On target to the left. There he goes. The 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here comes the 2-point try. The snap sets up the throw. Rushes on him. Finds his big tight end. Not quite going to get there, and he couldn't get this game tied up.
That keeps the score. Sam Houston, 35.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Set to kick off.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and they punted it last time they had it. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gets it to him on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
On the play.
The defense was on to something there. They were sensing screen might be coming up. D-line did a great job staying home, getting close to the running back and tackling him for no gain.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run the option. Oh, and he can't hold the catch, and the ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the defense did everything right against that option play. They got to the quarterback. They forced him to keep it. Not only do they create the fumble, but they jump on it behind the line of scrimmage. That is just perfect option defense.
Here's the pressure. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
They're facing a third down. Taylor wants to throw it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense picks it up. He's loose on the right. The tag. Touchdown, Bearcats. How about this defense taking one back to the house? The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They're going to run it to the right. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. And the Bulldogs want to crank the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing with pressure in his face.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really, I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead. Put a drive together here and build on that lead.
He'll toss it. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed.
They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
The Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Got enough space. Touchdown, Sam Houston. Great job by the back on the option. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. And now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executing in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
And they'll try to tack on 2.
Let's go!
Fullback's got it. He will not get there. Brought down at the 1, and the 2-point try is no good.
That keeps the score. Sam Houston, 48. Louisiana Tech, 33.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Offense in a bunch formation. Taylor wants to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Simon. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Gonna run it. It's Warren. Turning it on. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Slings it downfield. Grabbed over the middle. It's Simon. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They try to pop a run on the draw. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Quarterback on the keeper. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a attack, pushing the tempo. From the gun, to give, looking for room. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Taylor wants to throw it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that 3rd down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
On 4th down, looking to pass. And he's got it! Touchdown, Louisiana Tech!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Boston College is on top, but It's not like Matt Ryan or Doug Flutie are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over Duke. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll ride his man on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Get it out on the screen. There he goes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the 1st down, a few more 1st downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. On the option. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the 1st option, playing the 2nd option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
The Bearcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Makes the catch. It's Hampton. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And the Bearcats have their offense in high gear.
Here we go.
Goes to the option. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
And they're kind of going to their closer now, right? Like they give it to the physical guy that gets downhill, north-south, right away, hard to tackle, falls forward, paving holes, and this is a good opportunity for this offense to keep pounding and try to run that clock out.
And the Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Bearcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
Cricket.
Handoff to the fullback. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Bearcats trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Looking for the goal line. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. A little screen to the running back. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss.
Louisiana Tech, 40.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Taylor wants to throw. Bringing the heat. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And they can't make the connection.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Good timing on the quick out. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Bulldogs moving quickly to the line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense...
Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Russo. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. Gets it past the marker. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, you know, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.